in the movie Katherine was talking to Michael, and he's like, I'm different, mom. Like, I want friends, but nobody acts like me. Like, everybody acts different. They just want to stare at me and look at me. Like, they don't just want to be my friend. And she was like, you have a light, and don't ever dim that light. And you have a light that's meant to shine. So you better always shine that light. You hear me? You better not let nobody dim it, not even yourself. You hear me? Oh, yes, mother. So I said, well, that feel like me. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show. So glad that you decided to come back for more. So what's up? As you can see, we've got some. Look at my plant. Can you see that? I think you can. We have some aesthetics coming now. I'm still waiting on my wall art. I got two more photos to really fill this hoe out, but you see the pillows. I feel like you could see it last time. What else is up? You can hear it in my voice. I got my Invisalign in. And it's like wearing a mouth guard, two mouth guards all day, every day, 24/7, other than when I'm eating and drinking things that aren't water. And it's about to be a week, or is it a week? Or has it been a week? It's been a week because Wednesday is 10 days, and every 10 days I have to change my mouth guards. Um, it's been an adjustment, but not a huge adjustment. Like, it's not like OD. It's just a bit annoying that I have to take it out every time because sometimes I just want to eat and chill. And then it's like, what if I want a little snack? You know what I'm saying? What if I want a little nibble? I gotta take these hoes out and then make sure to put them right back in. Then I'm kind of self conscious about them. We had games this past weekend, and I'm like, we're there all day. We was there from 8 a.m. to what, like 7 p.m., maybe 6. And it's like I gotta eat, so I gotta make sure I'm taking them out. And we're in a gym, and I'm like, it's kind of nasty taking them in and out. I gotta make sure I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, have the hand sanitizer. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like pain and everything goes, it was like my teeth were sensitive initially because of the shifting period and like the adjustment of keeping these on. And then it's just been like whatever. But I gotta go back in tomorrow because they did tell me there was a possibility that some of my, I don't know if you know about Invisalign, like you gotta have like these little things on your teeth so that the Invisalign is like clicking in, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I just pop the mouth guard in or I could just pull it out easy. No, I gotta like it's like a process to pull it out because I got these things in my teeth. If you know, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm explaining it well. What else is up? Auntie had to put her wig on. It gives such a different personality. Like I had to put my wig on. I was tired of doing my hair. I'm planning to do braids soon, but like not too soon. But I have a couple of events I'm about to go to, and it's like it's a headband wig, and it's cute for like everyday life, but it's not cute for the events. You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot wear it to go out for real. I could wear it to go out like some daytime stuff, but like on some nighttime, can I really go out for real with my headband wig? No. You know what I'm saying? No. Braids under here is icy though. You feel me? Parts ain't crisp, but the braids is icy. What else is up? The struggle is up, brother. Gas is up, brother. Oh my goodness. I've been substitute teaching. I've been substitute teaching. And I guess now technically I'm not a substitute. Now I'm a full timer, but I only work like an hour a day, which I fuck with it. And I had an interview last week to see if I would work with like, what do you call it? Oh, the women's soccer team out here. So we'll see if that happens. And that's like obviously a temporary job. It's like a seasonal job. So I went in the interview and it's like my first like interview for real in a minute. And I'm like, wow, I killed that shit. because majority of my jobs that I've gotten have been through connections. All the other jobs that I've like applied for real, they be like, no, bitch, fuck you. And I say, oh, the Lord will provide. The Lord will provide. Um, those are my updates. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't mean to take a break, but I just didn't have anything to say. And I'm not one to talk when I don't have nothing to say. So I didn't have nothing to say. And I guess now I do have something to say. I just seen Michael Jackson, the movie, um, yesterday. Yeah, I seen it yesterday. I woke up, I went to go see it. Then I went to go get a vinyl record. I just got a Tribe Called Quest Midnight Marauders. I got Destin Conrad, Love on Digital. I was gonna call it Party With You. That's the song. And we all know I have Wale. So we're trying to build that bitch up. And once I built that bitch up, I'm going to have some of the records on the wall. So this, I'm gonna have some things. Um anyways, yeah, so as I was thinking, watching Michael, and it's like I love Mike Jack. Hee hee. Anyways, it's like I got a lot to say about that movie, but this isn't a movie review. Even though I be doing those. This isn't a movie review. This has to do with in the movie Katherine was talking to Michael and he's like, I'm different, mom. Like I want friends, but nobody acts like me. Like everybody acts different. They just want to stare at me and look at me. Like they don't just want to be my friend. And she was like, you have a light and don't ever dim that light. And you have a light that's meant to shine. So you better always shine that light. You hear me? You better not let nobody dim it, not even yourself. You hear me? Oh, yes, mother. So I said, well, that feel like me. Because, oh, so what happened is that I watched that movie. That's where I got this from. Sorry. So what happened was. And I'm like, damn, that's me because as I've been doing this work stuff, so I'm a substitute teacher or full time teacher to the end of the school year, which is like in 2 weeks, to these babies, like these little kids. And we know I coach um, and train as well. So I just be doing everything. And I've had, I don't know, like when I think about when I was younger or even now, how I'm very reserved at first until I scope the scenery out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do too much. I'm growing to be more just myself. I would like to say I have different facets of myself, but then at times I do think about it and it's like, oh, I be trying to like hide. And I will use those words in fact, like especially like when I go to the gym, I be trying to hide like I don't want anybody to see me in the gym. I don't want anybody to see me doing a workout. It's like one time I was at 24-hour fitness and one of the parents was like, oh, I see you in the gym. And I'm like, I don't want you to see me, but I do appreciate that you didn't come up to me and start talking to me in the gym. Because I just don't want to be seen. And a lot of times in this life, even like where I'm living and stuff, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to engage or nothing. But at the same time, it's like I was meant to be seen. I just think that's one of my purposes. I was meant to be seen and meant to engage with people and the youth and inspire. And that if I am hiding all the time, how I'm gonna do that. So with me applying for these jobs, I feel like we've talked about this before. I've been applying for jobs and all this stuff. And a lot of them, they've been like, bitch, no. And then there's been a few. And then there's been a lot of them that have to do with connections. For instance, how I became the substitute teacher was through a connection through coaching one of the kids. And it's like the parents and even my peers and people see how I engage with the kids. And their eyes are just like, oh, they're like, oh my goodness, like it's so inspiring and, blah, blah, blah. And then they want me to do more and want me to engage more and feel like I'm so good with the kids. And I go through the day to day and I just be like, I'm just chilling and I'm doing me. Like it's never that serious. It's nothing to a boss. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But low key, it's like I go in for my first day to substitute teach. Now, kids is bad. Okay, let's just get that straight. We got something going on where we don't enforce no discipline and kids be running all over and doing what they want to do all the time.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
And I am not, I wouldn't even say I'm strict. But first day I go in with these kids, they want to yap, 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 and I bring my whistle. They probably don't even know nothing about that for real. I bring my whistle, and I'm not a yeller unless it's like positive. So I'm like, I'm not finna yell at y'all. We gonna sit here, and if y'all want to act like that, we not playing no games. One of the so I leave my first day after engaging with them, and the people who work there already, who have been working there, was like, oh my god, like you have such an amazing hold on these kids already, like they love you, and like you hold them more accountable than a lot of the teachers, like we are not even. I'm like, what is going on? It's only my first day here. They could have been on their best behavior, but like, what do you mean you don't know how to like get them in line? What do you mean? Now, I'm not saying, now some stuff do be like, listen, I don't know what to do here. We just got to let them. But a lot of times it's just about structure, I feel like, and just like discipline. Them kids, and it's like a small school where the classes is like a Montessori school. I'm correct, but I've been telling everybody that. So hopefully I'm not lying. But it's really small. They kind of just like are free to do whatever. And then I be having them line up outside my class, be quiet. If y'all don't be quiet, I'm gonna blow the whistle. I know the whistle is annoying as fuck. I know it's annoying. And then I'd be like, all right, y'all don't want to listen. We doing push ups. Y'all don't listen. Okay. So I just be like noticing. One day I had substituted before I got the real job. I'm doing this not saying it's not a real job, but it's because like they asked me to go on full time and it's the same hours and school is almost done in 2 weeks. So you know what I'm saying? Like full time, still substitute. That's how I feel. And I go in one day and the kids acting up. Apparently they've been testing and doing all this stuff. They acting real rowdy, rah rah rah. I said, all right, y'all don't want to listen. We finna run laps. Mind you, it's PE. I don't know if I said that. It's a PE substitute teacher. So we gonna exercise. We can exercise fun or we cannot have fun. And mind you, the class is small, so it really ain't that much time. I don't even get them for an hour. I get them for 28 minutes. Not 30, 28. Okay. So they're rowdy, they've been testing. It makes sense. Them kids probably need a good hour of outside time. Not being up, you know what I'm saying? They probably need an hour. Come in, rowdy. I'm like, y'all not listening. We not playing the game. All right, that's it. We not playing the game. Everybody, let's go. We got 5 laps. They be out of breath. Mind you, it's not even a full size gym. The gym is as big as this part of my apartment, and my apartment's small. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Um, for 10 kids, I'm not saying small for me, but it's like 10 plus kids. It's small. Um, I'm like, we got 5 laps. Then I'm like, all right, we got 15 push-ups. All right, now we got 15 squats. All right, now you got 15 jumping jacks. I'm just making shit up at this point. And they're like, and I'm like, are y'all ready to listen? Do you want to try again to play the game? Because I'm only here for an hour. It's really nothing to me. If y'all want to waste 20 of your 28 minutes yelling and screaming, I'm going to sit here too, just like y'all. I'm going to sit. Y'all going to sit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. Like I care, but like I don't care. Y'all want to do that? I'm gonna do it too. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's been working. And the kids start yelling, "Guys, be quiet! Shh, guys!" We try to play the game again. They start acting up. I go, "Oh, shoot! Time to get those push-ups in." And then I go, "Oh, would you look at the time? Class is over." And they're like, "Ugh." breathing hard and stuff. And I'm like, hey, did y'all have fun today? And they're like looking, and one kid was like, well, actually, I did still have fun today. I'm like, okay. I said, well, if most of you didn't have fun today, that's what you get. Because you don't get to have fun when you don't listen. So we can try again tomorrow. But if you act like this again, you're probably just going to keep doing this stuff. Okay? No games. Only conditioning and working out. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Mind you, it was only my first week. Probably second day, third day. I didn't care. I go out. One of the ladies goes, be careful with telling them to do push ups because, the other guy had them doing wall sits and stuff. And I'm like, okay, what are we trying to get at here? Like, I don't, what's the problem in PE of doing push-ups and wall sits? What is the problem? And that is the problem. Because we have a problem in PE doing discipline and doing conditioning. In PE. PE, they here to run around and get exercise anyway. We love the games. But if you're not gonna play the games, you're not gonna run over me. I'm not dealing with that. So it's just like, I'm confused. Then we fast forward. I come in for 2 days the next week. Why is it Teacher Appreciation Week and why do the kids give me gifts? I just got another bag today, mind you. Actually, it's also in one of my favorite colors. So I've gotten 2 little goodie bags with Reese's and candy. They gave me a candle today. I'm like, they gave me was it a card? Miss K or Coach K on the front with hearts and drawings and all this stuff. And I'm like, these kids really fucking with me like this? I'm just a sub. Apparently I'm not just a sub. Mind you, the kids jumping on my lap, hugging me, everything. It was only my first week. Cool, cool, cool. So that is an example of like, oh, so I don't really realize the impact. Then got another parent. I coach her son, and she is a teacher. I went in and did a public speaking. I spoke to her class about race and race, whatever, and my identity, race and identity, and I gave a whole presentation, etc., etc. And she's like, "Oh my god, like you don't understand, like you do a really good job with the kids, and your way to just like command a room and have presence and da da da, like you really just don't get it." And I'm like, "Wow, this has seemed like a common theme in my life." So now she has this whole elaborate plan about me coming in and being a substitute and, working with kids and having this whole read out plan. We need more people of color in school and all this stuff. I'm like, yes, girl, that sounds good. I don't want to be a full time teacher though. I don't think I want to do that. But you got me when you said sub, pick your hours. So I just be in awe again, once again. She just thinks the world of me. And I go, girl, I'm nervous. I don't know too much about the school system. I know how to make stuff fun. I know how to jazz it up. I know how to add a little swag to it. But you tell me to teach U.S. history, I'm a Dr. Umar it and then get fired. We are African Americans. Plus, Mark. That's how I'm going to close the textbooks.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers,
Everything in there
close the
is a
doors.
lie.
Close the doors.
That's how I'm going to do it if I
Close the
teach.
doors.
And she's like, no, like you'll be fine. Like, da da da. And I'm like, okay. Another instance. Past weekend, we are coaching. It's one of our girls' group's first tournament. First game, they lose by 8, but they was on some bull. Okay, second game, I don't know what got into them. We watched film in between the games. They had snacks. They love it. They're bonding. They're having a great time. Second game, they blow this team out. It was like 45-4. One of the girls comes off and jumps into my arms and is like, yay. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I didn't know like we was like that. I don't think I've ever hugged the girls or anything. We just do like straight fist bumps. I just be like, what's up? Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not anti hugger. I'm working my way back up to affection. It's just been a long time, but I'm like, she literally jumped in my arms, and then my natural reaction was like to pick her up, and it's so funny because I think it was on film, and I'm like, guys, so and so just really jumped in my arms. She was so excited, but like, they love us, and the parents are like, we play so many different sports. Like, you guys are seriously the best coaches we ever had, and da 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 and da da. And then we have another OMG. We have another group of parents. They love us. They're moving soon. They're like, we already know we're never gonna find coaches as good as y'all. And I'm like, damn, hold on. Like, you people really feel this way about me and about us and like the impact. And then I'm sitting here thinking about back when I was a kid in high school. High school specifically, I got two instances. I was throwing everything for the track. I was doing everything for track. I tried to jump and tussle, but I couldn't do that. I said no. The knees, running, I never liked that. They got me do hurdles one time, never again. But I threw everything. I was especially good at the javelin and the discus. Yeah, the discus. I was good at it. And they was trying to gas me up. They're like, no, you don't understand. Like, you could really go to college. Like, have you thought about you should go to college and do this? And I'm like, I'm a ball player. If anybody knows that, it should be you. Like, I'm looking at these people like, I'm not finna go to college to throw this stuff. And mind you, I probably could have did it. Actually, hold on, not at NAU. I don't think I actually could have did it at NAU. They too good over there. Now, if I put my mind to it for real, I probably could have did it. But NAU track and field program is legit. I don't think I could have just walked on and been hanging out and doing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why is everybody just gassing me up? Like, y'all just be doing too much. That's how I felt again, once again. Then I was a dancer. I'm still a dancer. Okay, dance class. I got like this award at the end. Mind you, it was like our showcase. We did our showcase at the end of the year, and I did every single dance. I was doing costume changes, quick changes, who's on deck, all the I forgot the terminology, but you know what I'm saying. Next up, I did a heels dance. I did, I'm a hip hopper. They forced me to do contemporary. I didn't want to do that, but I had to do it because they posted our baby pictures and stuff. I looked a hot mess doing that, but they loved it. Once again, I can't point my toes, y'all. I just can't do it. And then they gave me like MVP of the class of like the whole thing. I said, what? Because, in the class, it's like, I don't be considering myself like a real dancer. Like, I'm a dancer, but like, you got the fuckers in there who pointing the toes. I'm not doing that. Who go take dance outside of this dance class in school, who really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really is athletes in dance, really put the work in. I wasn't really putting the work in because I was playing basketball and doing everything. I was doing everything. I put the work in when I was there, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, I did choreograph a lot of the dances I was in and all that. So it's like, okay, maybe I could see it. And then my teacher was like, you really, like, I think I have the video too. She said stuff about like how I just have such a stage presence and that I should really think about continuing to do this and da 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 da. And I'm like, what the is this lady talking about? What the fuck is this lady talking about? And because I watch and I don't feel like I'm overly critical of myself. I wouldn't say that, but I'm just like, I don't look like how they look. I don't look like how Isabella Capulet, is that how you say her name? I'm sorry, girl. Miss Caps. Okay, I don't look how she look when she be dancing. I don't I'm not throwing as far as that one girl. I don't understand what y'all talking about. Same thing with basketball. But I'm like, now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Like, every time I did something, they's like, oh, you can really do this. Like, you're really talented. I'm like, with everything. Like, what is going on? And I would go home, even to this day. I'd be like, they ODing it. Like, they really dragging it. Like, I'm just out here being me, man. Walking in my everyday life. Walking with the purpose and the spirit of the Lord. Before I even knew I had it. Before I even knew I had it. Then, let's fast forward to today again. I'm been going to dance classes. And the dance teacher, I haven't been in a long time because I ain't had no time. The dance teacher, her name's Daniela. She gave me a hug when I came back. It was on Friday? Thursday. Last Thursday. She gave me a hug and she's like, I'm so glad you came back. Like, I think you're really gonna like this one. I'm like, girl, what the fuck? You know what's going on with me? You fucking with me like that? She also was the one who made me do a solo. And like, I'd be going to these dance classes and I just feel like everybody's gassing me up, like, oh my god, how long you been dancing? I'm like, hold on, like, y'all dancers for real. I'm not even like on that level. Now, if I practiced and was dead ass, I would be on that level. But I don't. I don't practice on that level. So I just be looking at them like, y'all really be up in here. I don't be up in here. So it's like y'all looking at me and I'm looking at y'all like, what is y'all looking at? So this past time, yeah, she gave me a hug and then like I feel like they be gassing me, but it seemed like I'd be doing good. Yeah, I guess I'd be up in there doing good. And I leave, I'd be like, I did not hit that or whatever. But I'm practicing just like it is what it is, rock out. Record yourself, post it, and rock out. And I guess we can transition to so now what? It's like I did a prayer, I don't know when, or even like repeatedly. So that's why I can't remember of like, Lord, when I walk into whatever room I'm in, just let your light shine through me. And I think it's been happening, but it's always been happening. And I think I accidentally and sometimes on purpose try to dim it and try to hang out in the back, don't want to be in the front. But I'm a front type of person, whether I like it or not. Like I try not to be seen or don't want to be seen a lot of times, but it's like, mm-mm. Big Dog said you got to be seen, girl. Big Dog said you got to get out there and be seen. Even, matter of fact, with my interview. Sorry, I'm hopping back and forth, but I just need to tell this. I went to my interview last Friday, and the way I dress, I'm also black. I'm tall compared to everybody else walking up in that room. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, ain't nobody like me. One, I'm black. Two, I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? Three, I got that shit on. Four, I'm eating them up in the interview. Five, I had on my stylish glasses. Matter of fact, let me grab them. These bad boys. Anyways, had my stylish glasses on as soon as I walked in the door. They're like, oh, they eat them glasses up. Now, them is the glasses I be shying away from, y'all. This is a word. This is a message.
Message.
Message. Okay? Them glasses are very different for me. They're big, they're bold, they're color, like the blue color with the gold trim. If I wear those glasses, I'm finna be seen. Every time I've worn those glasses, the comments just go and go and go. My green ones, they do get compliments too. But I'm telling you, when I put them blues on, I was in the club with them blues on. Compliments. I walk into the interview. Okay. Oh my God, your glasses are so cute. And I'm like, girl. And then it forced me to, you know, I'm coming out. It forced me to go. And I'm like, girl, this is on Zulu, da da da. Yeah, they're like, oh, where's that? I'm gonna look these up. I'm gonna try to get a different color and not copy you, but I just love them. I'm like, girl, just do you. And I start doing me, the extroverted version of me. So now I'm like, I'm in there. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm telling you, bro, every time I wore them glasses. And mind you, those are the glasses that I'd be hesitating the most to wear. This is all in the word. Okay? Because they are so bold, they make me stand out. They are striking. They are like, bitch, I'm here. And when I walked in that interview room, it was like, bitch, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I put the glasses on, bitch, I'm here. I talk to the people, bitch, I'm here. And I'm like, I'm sitting there yapping like it's not even an interview to both of the people. I'm like, I'm usually reserved at first, but I'm really trying to step out and put myself in different rooms. And they're like, no, you're doing great. Like, you're so easy to talk to. Mind you, they could do that and I still not get the job. But the point still stands. Them motherfuckers are going to remember me, whether I get the job or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether I get the job or not, I know for sure I left that building because I'm cute. I was black. There wasn't that many black. I didn't see no black people in there. The glasses was eating, and I was eating them up in the interview process. And I had that shit on. That's 5 different things. So it's like sometimes similar to the glasses, right? I choose to go away from the glasses because I don't want a bunch of people looking at me or I don't want to stand out. And I'll choose to go to the back of the room or I'll choose to not go outside because I don't want to engage and I don't want to be seen. But then as I continue and am, I just am in my life, it's inevitable. It's inevitable for people to see me and to see my light. And when I did the prayer of like, Lord, just let the light that you put in me shine. Like whatever you put in me, just give it to the world and it's been given. And I just am thinking about that. Like, bitch, you gotta rock out because no matter what you do, no matter what you say or what you do, it's just gonna be there at every stage of my life. Like even when I wasn't confident in anything. So we could talk about high school, middle school, like early high school. I got better towards the end. Like I wasn't confident about Jack. You know what I'm saying? And they was telling me this stuff. And I told Nina, I think I was like, damn, every stage of my life, people just be like, oh, you could really do this. You could really go the long way. I'm like, damn, I could go the long way with everything. I could go the long way with everything, ain't it? Like, I could do everything, huh? And yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to figure it out and get over the fact that like even even my therapist, I'm not gonna lie, even my therapist, she be giving me the same energy of like, bitch, wow, bitch, wow. She be so surprised that I ain't never been strung out on nothing with all I've been through. So yeah, girl, I'm just not really into that. I'm not really into like being strung out on anything. Yeah, it's not my jam. But it's just like, wow, Kai, you're gonna have to figure that out and stop like because I really just feel like I'm just me. I'm just me, I'm just doing me. I'm just doing what I want. I don't even know that song for real. I'm just doing what I want. Like, so it's like I get surprised. I'm surprised that people are looking at me like, oh, but then at the same time, I'm like, you're that girl. You've been that girl. You are that girl behind closed doors. And then when people give me that energy, I'll be like, y'all, chill, chill, chill. Like, I wasn't even, I wasn't even really putting it on y'all like I could have. Because if I really put it on you, then, like in that interview, if I'm really putting it on you, like, then I'm like, okay, I really did that. I really ate that up. But 90% of the time, like, actually, let's scoot that up. We go like 97% of the time. I'm not really putting it on nobody. Same thing goes for me being a funny guy. Excuse me. We're working on it. My therapist said, why does it have to be a guy? A funny girl. I don't even be trying to be funny majority of the time. But if them jokes get off when I'm trying to be funny, amen. But majority of the time, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being me. It's just me. So I get surprised. I'm like, y'all, I'm just like being normal. I don't know what y'all is talking about. Like, y'all gassing me. Stop gassing me. Chill, chill, chill. Um, but yeah, letting that light shine and don't let nobody dim it, not even myself. And I think myself, ask myself saying, and I gotta say, is you trying to dim your light right now by not choosing to wear those glasses? Are you trying to dim your light right now by trying to hide in the gym? You're trying to dim your light right now by not choosing to go outside? What are you doing? So yeah, I have a question. What prayers have you made lately that you have actually been seeing come to fruition in life? Um, what type of light do you think you have within you that you have been trying to shine into this world? Because this world can be dark, honey. It can be dark. We need the light. Lord said, "Let there be light." Summer's coming, hopefully. And are you the dimmer of your light? Are you the one trying to shut the lights off? Are you the main culprit? Or do other people be trying to do that? And do that. Um, do that. Do that. Do that. Sorry, my fault. Anyways, so I'm so glad I had something to say today. Sorry I didn't have anything else to say for the past couple weeks, but I still been posting. Check me out on TikTok. I almost have 100K views on a goofy, silly, fun video of me dancing with my bedtime hair. So if you want to check that out, check that out. Run it up. Otherwise, this has been another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show. So glad that you decided to come back for more. Get at me. Oh my mama. Oh my. I look. Bye.